Most important political developments, that is Sharad Pawar, NCP Supremo, announcing that he has decided to step down from the position. I really want to go on record here and call it one of the most important political developments of not just the day but of this entire month. And remember, this is the month when Karnataka elections are also going to happen. Despite that, this without a doubt is an extremely important development. Now there are reasons. So first, let's talk about what happened today. So today, during a book launch in Mumbai's YB Chavan Center, Sharad Pawar, while addressing his party workers, said that I have decided to step down from the position of NCP party president. This announcement obviously and as expected sent shockwaves across party lines. Now it's important to understand why exactly NCP is so important for Maharashtra politics and what is the role which Sharad Pawar plays. Let's talk about Mr. Pawar here first. 83-year-old Sharad Pawar, in his long political careers, he has seen it all. He has been in government, he has been the chief minister of the state, he has been the union minister. He in fact in 1999 considered himself along with Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to be the candidate for Prime Minister position. So that's the stature of the man in Indian politics, especially Maharashtra politics. Maharashtra politics is anyway much more complicated than politics of many states. There are reasons. So Maharashtra is a state where there are multiple parties, and all these parties play a different role and a key one, that too. Whether it's BJP, whether it's Congress, whether it's Shiv Sena, whether it's NCP, whether it's MNS, all these parties have played an extremely important role even when they are not they were not in power. So talking about NCP, NCP is that party which has an extremely stronghold on Western Maharashtra. And not just that, NCP is that party which has a very strong hold on Maratha voters, of an extremely crucial vote bank when it comes to Maharashtra politics in terms of not just Vidhan Sabha but also Lok Sabha. So that is why NCP obviously is one of the key important parties of Maharashtra, and that's why this decision is important. Now, NCP was formed in 1999. It happened when Sharad Pawar parted ways from Congress. It happened when he got, and this is something he told in 2019 in an interview, he said that when he got to know that Sonia Gandhi was ready to claim Prime Minister position, it was that was the breaking point for him, because according to him, he thought that it was either Mr. Manmohan Singh or he himself who were eligible for that particular position. That's why he decided to not be a part of Congress anymore. But interestingly, he did join hands and he became a part of UPA when UPA government came to power. That is Sharad Pawar. He has always been one of the adjectives which has been used for him is Chanakya of Maharashtra politics, and it was actually in 2019. Since 2019, there has not been a day when Sharad Pawar and NCP were not in the center, was not one of the center of attention when it came to Maharashtra politics. Before 2019, in 2014, NCP initially gave outside support to BJP. After that, Sharad Pawar actually became the face of the opposition. It was in 2019 when the state was all set to go to polls. At that time, when when ED started investigating MSCB case where the connections of Pawar families were highlighted and were reported by media. It was at that time in 2019, in the month of August, Sharad Pawar actually decided that he voluntarily will go to ED office and present himself for any questioning required. He actually spent an entire day in his party office, which is actually barely few feet away from ED office. In fact, after that, he was seen giving speeches in the middle of heavy rainfall. Now, these were those two key incidents which, according to political experts, garnered a lot of support, a lot of sympathy for the political leader. resulting into NCP doing pretty well during Maharashtra 2019 Vidhan Sabha elections. Now, when the election results came, no political party got the magical number. So it was a given that it's an alliance which is going to form the government in the state, which has always been the most of the times that has been the norm for Maharashtra. So in 2019, when Shiv Sena and Uddhav Thackeray were not ready to play the second lead to BJP, at that time it was Sharad Pawar, according to political experts, who engineered Maha Vikas Aghadi. It was an alliance of Shiv Sena, NCP and Congress. Not the three most usual partners one would imagine. So that that obviously was a Herculean task, but Sharad Pawar did that. It was Sharad Pawar who brought all these three parties and the key leaders of these three parties at a table. They discussed and decided the formula. Uddhav Thackeray was made the CM. And Sharad Pawar, despite that, actually has always been especially since then, at the central of Maharashtra politics, Maharashtra power, and also Maharashtra government, especially till the time Maha Vikas Aghadi governed the state. So this is the relevance of Sharad Pawar, and now also and talking about NCP, as I said, because NCP has a strong hold on Western Maharashtra, NCP has a strong Maratha vote bank. That's why this party is also relevant. And the reason this party is very is significant when it comes to central national level parties, especially BJP and Congress. BJP has been, according to political experts, trying to form an alliance with NCP for quite some time, and the reason is because BJP wants to garner the support of Maratha voters. This is a turf which is not BJP's strongest point. Talking about Western Maharashtra, where BJP Shiv Sena did manage to make a dent in NCP's position in 2014, but that again was pretty short-lived, because by the time the next elections came, actually even before that, Sharad Pawar managed to take the turf back from BJP and Shiv Sena. Now, talking about this decision, so once this announcement was made by Sharad Pawar, of course it sent shockwaves across party lines. The party workers, the cadre, they have all gathered at YB Chavan Center, and they are requesting Sharad Pawar to withdraw his decision. To that, Ajit Pawar, while speaking to the party workers and media, said that an internal committee has been formed, and the committee will decide what the next course of action will be, and every NCP leader and worker will abide by the decision which the committee will take. Ajit Pawar also tried to pacify the party workers, and he said that whoever will be the new party president, NCP leaders and NCP party workers will fully and completely support the new president. Sharad Pawar also, while talking to his party workers, said that, and I quote him, "I know when to stop, and this was the time to stop." So that's how he addressed his party workers. But till now, party workers, NCP party workers are still there. Party leaders are trying to pacify them, but as of now, they are not ready to leave Sharad Pawar and YB Chavan Center. And now, talking about the timing of it all, and according to political experts, this is the most important part of this decision and this political development. Now, Supreme Court is all set to pronounce its verdict on Uddhav Thackeray's plea seeking disqualification of Eknath Shinde and those rebel MLAs who joined Eknath Shinde last year, and that can happen any day now, and that is why this decision is much more significant now. So before this decision, last few weeks, political circle of Maharashtra was abuzz with multiple speculations and rumors and different stories. So the most prominent story was that Ajit Pawar is all set to, and this is what the speculations said, that these were the speculations that Ajit Pawar is all set to pull an Eknath Shinde on Sharad Pawar. He, along with few MLAs, is going to join hands with BJP so that he gets from this pie of power, he gets his share. That was one of the speculation. Ajit Pawar on multiple occasions dismissed all those speculations and said that these are just Chinese whispers and nothing else. Apart from that, there's this another speculation that there's going to be a change of guard. Eknath Shinde is going to be the new Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and Devendra Fadnavis will be promoted as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. And all this is going to happen in the light of Supreme Court's verdict. Now, again, Eknath Shinde and both BJP also dismissed all these speculations. But another set of, as I said, again, speculations said that BJP is trying to join hands with NCP. BJP is trying to woo Pawar Senior so that NCP, withdraws its support from MVA, breaks that alliance and forms a new alliance with BJP. The reason this formula, this new setup, if that happens, will be important to BJP, because BJP is trying to, as I said, make roads in Western Maharashtra, which it tried, which actually it managed to do to some extent in 2014, but couldn't hold on to it for long. That's that one bit of it. And Maratha voters. Now, despite all the political developments which have taken place in Maharashtra, especially since 2019, BJP is yet to get that sympathy, get that support, and definitely the votes from Maratha voters. Now, even when Devendra Fadnavis governed the state for 5 years, from 2014 to 2019, even at that time, Maratha voters were that one thing. Even Devendra Fadnavis could not bring that particular vote bank to BJP. There were multiple protests actually against Devendra Fadnavis. Whether it was 2016, 2017, 2018, then Maratha reservation became another bone of contention, and that meant that even more disconnect between Maratha voters and BJP. That is why BJP is trying to woo, as I said, Pawar Senior, and trying to shake hands with him. But again, as I said, today's decision is something which is going to open a new, it's not going to have ramifications in terms of Maharashtra politics, but it's also going to open a can of worms internally. Because see, it's no secret that Sharad Pawar has always wanted Supriya Sule, his daughter, to take over as the new party chief. Political experts say that he has always wanted his daughter to become the CM of the state, and of course the party head. But experts also say that Ajit Pawar's ambitions will never let that happen. Ajit Pawar will ensure that it never happens, because Ajit Pawar also is a tall leader. His in not just NCP but also in Maharashtra politics, his stature in the party, he has support of multiple MLAs. He has, of course, a good hold like NCP in Western Maharashtra as well. He is popular among not just the MLAs but also party workers, which means he is a tall figure in the party. And he, of course, is ambitious. Not only he wants to lead the party, but he also wants to be the CM of the state. So he, in order to achieve all those things, has to ensure that he becomes the next party chief. Now, whether that is going to happen or not, for as of now, of course, for that we'll have to wait. But the committee which has been formed by NCP to decide the next course of action, interestingly, includes both Supriya Sule and Ajit Pawar. Now, Ajit Pawar's story, again, it's a separate story, but obviously connected. Ajit Pawar is the one who was facing heat from ED in MSCB case. It was in 2019 that, ED started investigating the case. ED said that there are links between companies owned by Ajit Pawar and the other accused. So that is the link ED is trying to establish. And interestingly, weeks before this development, today's development, ED in its charge sheet named those companies which were connected to Ajit Pawar, but Ajit Pawar was not named. Now it has also, political experts also say that despite the way MVA government was toppled by BJP, the relationship between BJP and Ajit Pawar are still cordial. In fact, Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar are said to be on very good terms. So these are the reasons that these speculations that Ajit Pawar can take these few MLAs with him and go join hands with BJP. That's how these speculations are, these speculations are finding their base. But again, as I said, that how exactly this new political development is going to change the fabric of Maharashtra politics, again, a very separate story, but interesting one to watch out. As of now, as we speak, the party workers are still there. They are again requesting Sharad Pawar to withdraw his decision. Ajit Pawar has said that whosoever the new president will be, the party will fully support the new president. But whether or not this decision is going to change, or definitely is going to change the fabric of Maharashtra politics, the interesting thing to watch here is how and to what extent. But from what we know, and if you look at Sharad Pawar's record or NCP's record or Maharashtra politics record for that matter, which is a very complicated setup, after this decision, Maharashtra politics face and Maharashtra politics landscape, it's going to change forever. It's not going to be the same. But when and how that will happen, that's something which for which we'll have to wait and watch. And again, as I said, an interesting turn of events, and without a doubt, one of the most important political developments as far as this month is concerned. Thank you so much.